All right, let's just jump right into this. You know that feeling you get that the people who are really dangerous in your life aren't the ones yelling and making a scene? Nope. It's the ones who hide what they're truly after behind this mask of kindness. Well, according to the groundbreaking work of Carl Jung, you're not just imagining it. So today, we're going to break down 6 of these deceptive masks you absolutely need to look out for.
And this quote right here just nails it, doesn't it? The most dangerous people are not the loud ones, but the quiet distortions who blend in. See, this isn't about some obvious, in-your-face aggression. It's about the quiet, subtle manipulation that can totally take you apart from the inside out, and you might not even see it coming. So, to really get this, we need to quickly touch on 2 key ideas from Jung. First up, you've got the persona. Think of it like your public profile. It's the social mask we all put on for the world. Then there's the shadow, and that's the hidden stuff. The unconscious parts of us that we push down and repress, sometimes even from ourselves. Now, the real trouble begins when someone's shadow is running the show, but they're still wearing the persona as a very convincing disguise.
And that leads us right to the heart of what we're talking about today. These 6 untrustworthy masks. We're going to look at exactly how people use these personas to hide their shadow, right in plain sight. And just to be clear, these aren't just personality quirks. They are full-on performances, specifically designed to manipulate you.
Okay, so here's our lineup, the 6 masks we're about to pull off. You've got the chronic victim, the charming mirror, the passive-aggressive enabler, the secret competitor, the spiritual narcissist, and last but not least, the empathic controller. Let's dig into what makes each one tick. The real key here is how they control you. The victim, they use their pain like a weapon. They create this constant sense of obligation, of guilt. They don't actually want solutions. What they want is your pity, because that's their form of control. Then you have the mirror, who controls you through approval. They are masters at reflecting back exactly what you want to hear and see. They become your #1 fan just to earn your trust. But the scary part? There's nothing real behind it. It's literally like shaking hands with smoke. Now let's look at the next pair, and you'll see how this gets even more subtle. The enabler. Their weapon is doubt. They'll say things like, "Oh, I just don't want to see you get hurt," or "Are you sure you're ready for that?" They frame all their negativity as genuine concern, but what they're really doing is slowly, methodically chipping away at your confidence. And then we have the competitor. This person operates through secret sabotage. They'll cheer for you, sure, but only as long as you're not doing too well. Underneath it all, they resent your success, and they'll use backhanded compliments or downplay your wins to keep you in your place. And this last pair, wow, this really shows the most sophisticated forms of control. First, the spiritual narcissist. They use their supposed enlightenment to control you. They'll take your totally valid feelings and call them a trigger that you need to heal, which automatically makes them spiritually superior and you emotionally broken. Then, you've got the flip side, the empathic controller. They use their extreme sensitivity to make you responsible for their feelings. You end up tiptoeing around them, constantly managing their emotional state, until, suddenly, you realize you've completely silenced yourself. Okay, so, we've laid out the masks. We can spot them. But here comes the big twist. A true Jungian approach doesn't just stop at pointing fingers outward. It forces us to turn around and look in the mirror. Why do these kinds of people keep finding their way into our lives? Exactly. That is the million-dollar question, isn't it? Why do you keep attracting them? This right here is probably the most important part of this whole thing, because the answer, as you're about to find out, actually starts with you. And the answer, from a Jungian perspective, is both powerful and honestly a game changer. It's this: you're not being punished, you're being mirrored. These people showing up in your life isn't some random bad luck thing. They are reflecting something that's already going on inside of you.
So here's the mechanism. It's your unintegrated shadow that attracts their mask. Let me break that down. If you've pushed down and repressed your own healthy anger, you basically become a perfect target for disrespect. If you've denied your own need to set boundaries and protect yourself, you become incredibly vulnerable to people who manipulate through weakness or charm. You see? They're drawn to the gaps in your own psychological armor. So, if the problem starts on the inside, then the solution has to be internal too. And that brings us to our final section, how to become whole. This isn't about learning to build higher walls around yourself. It's about becoming so psychologically solid that you're just impossible to trick. And Jung himself gave us the map with this incredible insight. One does not become enlightened by imagining figures of light, but by making the darkness conscious. The only way out is through.
The path to real freedom lies in facing your own shadow, not trying to run from it. So let's get super practical. Here are 4 steps you can take. First, audit your circle. Who in your life just drains you? You know who I'm talking about. You don't need a big confrontation, just let them go, quietly. Second, let your shadow speak. Give yourself permission to say no, to feel angry. That anger isn't bad, it's your protector. Third, stop explaining. You don't owe anyone a dissertation for your boundaries. The right people will just get it. And fourth, and this is a big one, trust your first instinct. That little gut feeling you get, that's your subconscious screaming at you that it recognizes a pattern long before your conscious mind is caught up.
And remember, the whole point of doing this work isn't to become paranoid or closed off. The real goal is to become so energetically whole that manipulation literally can't find a way in. It's not that you're hiding from these people, it's that your energy, your very frequency, just doesn't match with theirs anymore. Because that's the end game. That's the state of being that Jung was pointing us toward. You're no longer a puppet of your own unconscious patterns or anyone else's. You're awake, you're whole, and you're absolutely impossible to trick. So the real question isn't who you need to avoid, but rather, who do you need to become?